Why do you continually denigrate the work of David Irving?
You can have opinions about the Holocaust, but I won't meet with anyone who says the Holocaust didn't happen.
Professor Lipstadt, I am that David Irving. And I've got $1,000 to give anyone who can show me a document that proves the Holocaust.
I will not debate you, not here, not now, not
because
ever.
You can't.
Professor Lipstadt, you're not a historian, are you? You're a professor of religion, I believe.
I have a joint appointment in religion and in history.
Yes. You're not very familiar with the world's archive. Will you accept that David Irving, I'm the person that you've been smearing in this speech and in your book, and as if this is the first occasion I've had a chance to meet you face-to-face because you feel vague today, I was void distracted. Then I have spent 30 years writing, publishing books in the world's leading publishing houses, including the Viking Press, William Morrow, E.P. Dutton.
I'm happy to hear your...
I let you have smeared. You try to pretend that I'm on some kind of trick. This is terrible. You say that respectable historians don't respect me. If you have a law on the back of this book, or I've got a copy of this book for every member of this audience here, please help yourself on your way out. You'll see what respectable historians around the world say about my writings.
Well, okay, listen, sir, I'm not here to... I'm not here...
All right, here's a question. Here's $1,000 for you, madam, if you can produce the document that you mentioned earlier in your speech, namely a blueprint of a gas chamber, showing where the pellets were put in. You mentioned this, you're trying to gull these gullible students because they believe that you have to die.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Irving, here's $1,000.
Excuse me,
I'm asking you a question. Where is this document?
I have no...
You can produce it. You have no idea where it is because you invented it.
I didn't invent anything. Well, I refer you and then I'll persist for much more legitimate question.
These are questions. You're smearing me around the world. You went to Australia, you went to New Zealand. Who paid for your fare to Australia, New Zealand? Who paid your fee? If you're not
went away more than 5 miles and I got no fee. So that's so
you paid your own
Delta Airline.
You paid your own fare. Can I tell the students who paid for you? I don't know exactly who's behind this. Who does they pay?
I have no desire for your
you
money.
You told the students about a blueprint. Produce the blueprint or shut up.
I saw when I faced this legal conundrum, and my lawyers called me who had been working pro bono, and they said we can't work pro bono anymore because this is all we're doing, and we've got to raise some money. I said, could you be more specific? And he said, a lot. I said, more specific than that. He said, well, at least $1 million. I don't remember if it was £1 million or dollars, but I heard $1 million, I stopped listening. At that point, I happened to be on my way to a Wexner heritage retreat. And people heard about what was happening, and someone told Rabbi Herbert Friedman, who was a leader of the Jewish community, a leader of UJA, a chaplain in World War II, a towering man. And he called me over. He said, what's going on here? And I told him the story of what was happening. And he said, well, it's time to get organized. And he called Les Wexner. And Les Wexner asked for some briefing materials, which I prepared. Les and Abigail knew me well. I'd been teaching for the foundation for quite a while. And Les said, Abigail and I could write out this check. Finished, done. He said, but this has got to be... when this story is told, and not knowing it would be a movie and it would be all the things, and then my lawyer said, that's great, but it's got to be done quietly. It can't, because this crazy man, David Irving, if he knows you're supported, he's less likely to drop the case, which of course we initially hoped he would. So quietly, organizations, individuals, some of the people sitting in this room, just stepped up to the plate. And within, 3 months, the money was there.
And on the day of the judgment, April the 11th or 12th, they were going to ask the court the next day that I should pay. In England, the loser pays his own costs and the enemy's costs. And they had run up a bill of $8 million, £6 million. And I opened that ring binder and I started reading, and my eyes were as big as saucers. It turned out that they're neutral witnesses. Professor Richard Evans, the eminent historian from Cambridge, the totally neutral historian from Cambridge, had been paid $250,000. And he was going to express an independent opinion about my books and my research and my writings. Professor Van Pelt, $250,000, to stand in that witness box and say that yes, that building was undoubtedly a homicidal gas chamber and not the mortuary that it claimed to be. and so on. They'd all been paid colossal sums of money, none of which we'd known about.